#1 economic development story in the entire nation. That's where we are today. And in a tough atmosphere, we've really come through in ways that are going to be good for the citizens of our area.
It's official. The drive for Volkswagen has reached its destination, and Chattanooga gets the checkered flag, the home of a new assembly plant. Good evening, I'm Cindy Sexton.
And I'm Greg Glover. After years of work, months of anticipation, all coming in second at least twice, Enterprise South, Chattanooga, and Hamilton County land the big one. In an emotional press conference today, local and state dignitaries shared hugs and smiles as they could finally say, "Welcome, Volkswagen." A vote of the supervisory board at 10 a.m. German time led to a celebration hours later at the Hunter Museum. Politicians appeared relieved but determined as they said the hard work is just getting started. The plant is coming to Enterprise South and the Germans are ready to hit the accelerator.
I think our time schedule is typical German, very ambitious and very tight. We are planning to introduce this model here early 2011, so the factory will be ready by the end of 2010.
That was Stefan Jacoby there, the president and CEO of Volkswagen North America. He wouldn't talk about the types of wages his new factory will pay, only saying Volkswagen will be an attractive employer. And here are the nuts and bolts about VW's decision to come to Chattanooga. The automaker will create 2,000 jobs in the Tennessee Valley, and a significant number of jobs are expected to follow from related fields. This will be Volkswagen's first assembly plant in the U.S. in 20 years. The company closed its Pittsburgh plant back in 1988. The billion-dollar investment at Enterprise South should produce 150,000 cars a year when production begins in 2011.
Many local leaders had great things to say about this historic economic moment. Congressman Zach Wamp pointed out that as fired up as the entire town is, no one could be happier than Claude Ramsey, a man who's been fighting for Enterprise South for years. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Amy Morrow has more.
I've never had a better birthday party than this. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm proud for the community.
Proud barely scratches the surface when a press conference turns into a hand-clapping, back-slapping celebration.
So many people worked for so long so that our community could actually catch the big prize and take the next step and move to that high level.
And by the smiles and the optimism, it seems there is no higher level. Volkswagen Group of America is parking its production facility at Enterprise South.
We were what this company wanted.
And what a feeling. After courting many manufacturers before, Chattanooga lands a $1 billion investment and 2,000 jobs, thanks to VW.
This is not just major, this is game-changing. This changes the region, it really elevates the state, and it really says, yes, Chattanooga is the place to invest.
They like the quality of life here, the opportunity. They like the rivers and the mountains, the things that we talk about all the time.
It's one of those moments. You know, when Bob called me yesterday and said, "I've got a plane for you and Senator Alexander first thing in the morning," I said, yes!
And somehow, in the midst of all this excitement, the movers and shakers are looking forward to the future.
I'm 55 years old, and, you know, my career business-wise is probably over, but I'm so excited for all the young people that will come after, your children, their children.
No, we got to go to work. We got to put in the infrastructure. We got to keep going, and I'm going to go home after a while.
Now, that was Amy Morrow reporting. Tonight, State Representative Eric Watson is expressing his excitement over VW's announcement. In a statement released tonight, Watson said, "This is outstanding news. I think the decision reflects what we all knew about Tennessee, that it is a great place to live and work." Watson said Chattanooga and the surrounding communities have done a wonderful job showing Volkswagen the benefits of locating in Tennessee. And he said all of those who had a hand in highlighting Tennessee's advantages deserve a round of applause.
Part of Volkswagen's decision centered on the area's ability to provide a dedicated and skilled workforce. Chattanooga State Technical Community College and UTC had a lot to do with that. Both schools met privately with VW representatives last month to discuss how they could help the automaker staff its assembly plant. Now that it's official, both schools say it's time to get to work.
They'll either come from our programs in welding, machine tool technology, and engineering technology, management, and the like, or they'll go through training programs that we will conduct with the support of the state of Tennessee.
Chattanooga State has agreed to run the Manufacturing Training Center at Enterprise South. Local VW dealerships say they expect business to boom after today's good news. Village Volkswagen in Chattanooga says customers will be jumping at a chance to buy a car that will be made by local workers. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Jenna McKee has that story.
This is a Jetta. It's one of the sedans currently for sale here at this Volkswagen dealership. Now, at the new plant, they're going to be making an all-new sedan made specifically for the North American driver.
Really just a big sense of pride, you know, for a car to be built here and for people that live here to be able to buy a car that's produced here locally. So it's just great for the community.
Local dealers are already preparing for what they believe will be a boost in sales. The ads are hot off the presses. You can see this one says, when you buy Volkswagen, you buy local.
I'm expecting to see a large surge of traffic and purchases.
There are currently 800 Volkswagen dealerships across the country. The company has set a goal to reach 1 million car sales in the U.S. by 2018.
They're looking to be number one. You know, Volkswagen is a big contender nationwide, and they want to be number one in the U.S. market.
When this new plant is built, it's not only going to bring more jobs to the area, but more sales for local dealerships. From East Brainerd, Jenna McKee, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
And obviously there's a letdown in Alabama tonight. Governor Bob Riley issued this statement. Alabama is obviously disappointed our state was not selected, but we are extremely pleased this Volkswagen plant will be located close to us. But it's not all bad news. The proximity could lead to more jobs and income in several parts of Alabama, especially perhaps Fort Payne, just 45 minutes from Chattanooga, and folks there are almost as excited as we are.
I'm glad we're getting it as close as we're getting it, and people are already working in Chattanooga. They have been for a long time, so it's great.
It'd be good for the plant to go in. People could drive. That ain't too far to drive.
Residents say they hope this new plant will spark a new growth trend.
And our coverage does not end today. Many of you are wondering when jobs will be available. That information has not yet been released, but you can count on us to let you know as soon as we know. And you can also see today's historic announcement in its entirety. Log on to the website at WRCBTV.com.